Hello, welcome back. I look exhausted even though I got 8 hours of sleep last night. I tried out Pokemon Sleep for the first time, and I don't want to say it helped. Maybe it helped. It at least kept me off my phone while I was in bed, which is something. Anyway, I've been working on a game, as we know, if you've been here before. It's still codenamed Project Caribou. I started it in January of 2021. And it's getting pretty close to done, but there are still a couple of features I need to button up, little changes I need to tweak, and then I need to fill it with content because there's only a couple of options right now for how you can play, and I want there to be more before I release it. And also, as you know, if you've been here before, is that I've been having trouble focusing. I did a big cleanup, I refreshed my space, and this week I really want to focus on focusing. I want to focus on focusing by committing to getting a little bit of game work done every day, set that intention in my mind, and I'm also going to start working on some better daily habits, evidenced by the fact that I started using Pokemon Sleep. This week I'm going to focus on reducing my caffeine intake a little bit. I've started creeping up to like 2 or 3 caffeine beverages each day. I want to get that back down to 1. I think 1 morning caffeine should be plenty. And then I've been pretty good about getting my steps and just moving throughout the day, and I just want to keep doing that. The idea is that I want to create a rhythm where I can feel rested when I wake up in the morning, do my work well because I'm able to think and focus because my brain isn't exhausted, and then just have some time to relax at night. That's the idea. That's what I want to get into. So let's do a little update on where my game is at right now. So my game is an auto battler where you play a magical guardian. You summon these little critters to protect a town that's being attacked by like void beasts. I think that's what I've been calling them. So I have a lot of the game framework done. There's a start screen, a menu, you can load different save files and it will maintain your progress between them. You can pick up quests, complete some quests. The quest system's a little buggy right now. In fact, a lot of the game is a little buggy right now. It's definitely a lot to work out as I start to finish things up. And then there's different things you can unlock. You can see your progress, and once you get into the game, this is where I've got a lot of work in progress stuff going on right now. I've recently started shifting it so that the unit summoning behaves a bit more like other auto battlers do. So before I was sort of making it a strategy game based on cost, so if you could afford the units you could summon them. It didn't put as much emphasis on the team building aspect because you could build any sort of team that you want. So I've changed it so it's a more typical random shop. This week, something that's not done yet, I want to add the ability to merge level the units. So level them up by merging the same unit, and then leveling up the shop so that it will give you higher level units. So those are kind of the 2 big things that I want to get done this week. And then after that's done, I just need to polish up the whole experience. Okay, I had a little interruption and now Crowley's eating his food noisily. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I've got a plan for the week, routine, get some stuff done. Oh, I forgot to mention, I have today off of work, even though it is a Monday. So today I'm planning to get a good chunk of workout. Nothing too intense, just a couple of solid hours, focused work. I hope the crunching isn't too loud. It might be. He's looking at me. And then the rest of the week, because I will be streaming my normal schedule, I will be working at my full-time job. The work sessions will be much shorter, so I'm hoping to really bust out a lot of it today and just try to balance things throughout the week. Okay, here we go. I finished eating my lunch. I finished losing my Diplomacy is Not an Option game. And now I'm going to get back into game work. I did technically do 2 hours of game work already today, which was kind of my unofficial goal. But I think I can get another good hour out of it. I'm kind of in the zone. I got the merge detection working, and I have the merged units, the second one, being deleted. I had a little issue where I've got a couple of different systems handling the unit swapping that I had previously. That should still work. It should only just work on non-similar units. I don't know why words are hard for me right now. But it should still work. If you drop a unit on a non-matching unit, it will swap the positions. If you drop it on a matching unit, it will merge them. Right now the merging doesn't do anything, which is the next step here. Actually adding to the experience level and doing something on screen, like a hover tooltip or something, to show the user what's going to happen when they merge it, and then update the UI with an XP bar, which I don't believe I have yet. I don't believe I have that anywhere yet, so I'm gonna have to do that. But I think I can get a little bit of this done today, maybe not all of it, but we'll see. And then I'll be free to just chill for the rest of the night. Maybe do some video editing, so I don't have to do it later in the week. What's out there? What's out there, Black Kitty? Okay, it's Tuesday. I'm not too tired today. I have to go to work. I'm gonna try to get my game work done during lunch so that it's out of the way and I don't have to worry about it while also making dinner, because tonight's a stream night, so I'm not gonna have a lot of time. So that's the plan. Sometimes I get to lunchtime and I do not feel like doing anything productive, but we're gonna see how it goes and I'm gonna do my best. Okay, I had a very successful game dev session during lunch. I have not been sticking to my caffeine goals, but that's just gonna have to be fine. I'll work on that separately, maybe. Anyway, my goal for today was to get a thing when you hover with the merge active that shows you how much XP it will give, with like a little bar visualization. But what I needed to do is sort of rework the unit details UI as a whole so that the information is always up to date when you hover, and also so that it actually has that bar to show you the incoming experience. So I redesigned it. It took my whole lunch basically, got a couple minutes left, but it looks really good now. And if I'm feeling it, maybe I can finish the data filling part where I actually put the unit data in and display it later when I'm eating dinner. But I have some other things I want to do today, and I do have my stream, so I might not get to that. But in any case, I'm in a really good place to start on that piece tomorrow. Okay, quick update because it's work time and this morning has just been a rush of like chaos. So my work laptop has been overheating and crashing. My work monitor just stopped working. Let's see if I can, it's this big ultra wide curved monitor that they sent me when I got hired a few years ago. Just won't connect to the laptop anymore. Not sure if it's because the laptop is having a time or if the monitor just died. And then on top of it, a service that we use for building all of our app stuff just died overnight. It just stopped working, and that's like a totally separate thing. We don't own that. We could not fix it if we wanted to. We just have to hope that they fix it soon. I didn't do any additional game work last night because I just was feeling a little tired. I did my workout and I was just like exhausted after that. My body hurts. My body still hurts. It's been very sore since my run the other day, and it's just kind of chaotic around here. But plan for the day is to do my work, obviously, as best I can with all the stuff broken. During lunch, I want to try and finish up that tooltip work I started on yesterday, see how far I can get on that. I do have another stream tonight. We're playing Pikmin 4 and I love it. Pikmin is great. So far it seems really good. They've added a lot of stuff, but it doesn't feel extra. There's a lot of tutorial, which I've complained about a few times. And then they just keep popping up things like, oh, here's a new tutorial thing. Let's stop what you're doing and focus on this for several seconds, even though you already know what it is. Stuff like that. The tutorials are a little intrusive, I think, because their target audience is children, so they want to make sure they're explaining things. But yeah, so I want to get as much of that tooltip stuff done during lunch as I can. And then in the evening, I'll probably just chill in the evening. Maybe play some Diablo before stream. But that's the plan. Okay? Okay. Here we go. Let's hope nothing else breaks. Knock on wood. Okay, quick check-in. It's Thursday already somehow. I've been doing really good with my daily game dev work, but the work itself is not going that fast. So I basically spent, what day is it? I spent Tuesday and Wednesday both reconfiguring this one like UI tooltip element, and it's not done yet. It's not fully working. I'm hoping I can get it done today, but I'm not totally sure how smoothly that will go. I think I've got a lot of the data filling in, but I still need to calculate things like the health and the shield and make sure it's going to be updating correctly throughout a fight, which I've hooked up some callbacks to like redraw the tooltip when the unit's details change, but I haven't tested it yet, so I don't know if it works. I'm hoping it'll just work, but that almost never happens. So that I think is going to be the primary work for today. If I get that done, I can work on upgrading the shop. So spending Borbs, upgrading the shop, and then actually working in those weighted percentages to distribute like some level 2 units, some level 3 units, things like that. That's kind of where we're at. Slow going, but I feel better about the balance. I have not wanted to do game work this week, but I think because I made this commitment to the vlog, it's helping me remember, like, oh, I said I'd do that today, better do something, and then that's helping me just get started, which is always the hardest part. You know, if you're struggling to do something that you want to do, but it always feels like it's something you don't want to do in the moment, just get started, and that's probably going to be enough to get you going. And this isn't, I didn't come up with this. This is popular productivity news that a lot of people have shared. I just noticed for me it's incredibly true. But I've got some work to do at my job, I'll have lunch in a little bit. I haven't been doing a lot of work during lunch. I've been saving it for the evenings, but it's kind of a day-by-day basis. I'll just see how I feel when I get to lunch. I am very hungry already, but I've still got about an hour to go. I'll try to hang in there. Alrighty, I am exhausted. Not sure why. I went to bed on time. I think I got enough sleep. But I've also downed half of a Monster Zero. Still feeling exhausted. So maybe moving around a little bit will help with that. I don't know. But last night was pretty good. I think I got the tooltip hover change working. There's a couple of little things like if you hover but not exactly over the critter, it will go away and it will be hard to bring back. So I'm gonna want to work out, smooth out the hover detection, maybe make... I have to think about it, because I also have the tiles. You can hover on the tiles and get the unit from that, but when they're moving around the map, I'm not totally sure that will work the way I want it to. So I want to smooth that out, but otherwise, things are going good. I did not get to the shop upgrading yet. Maybe we'll get that done today, or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just get the merge leveling done today, and that will be the week, the devlog. But I'm feeling pretty good about the amount of game work I've been doing. I have had to sort of give up playing games a little bit. I've played a little bit of games this week, but not as much as I did like last week, for example. But given the amount of free time that I have, a very small amount of free time, that might just be how it is. So I've got work today as usual, lunch later, and then after work is probably when I'll get into the game dev, but we'll see. I also have to work on editing this video, so that's gonna take some time as well, but we'll see. I actually spent a lot more time working on my game yesterday because I wanted to get the merging fully working to sort of button up the week and the vlog and just feel good about reaching that end point. I did run into this stupid bug that I thought was an issue with converting from floating point to integer, and then after trying to solve it for probably a whole hour, I realized it was just a typo I made. It didn't have anything to do with floating point numbers, so that was silly. And then I realized that merged units were not getting fully deleted from the board. They were there on the board in like data, but the model was being removed, and so, but in the end I got it all working. So now you can merge units together, like so. Well, if I line it up correctly, like so. They will add to the XP bar, and then once you have enough XP, it will level up. I do have some things to work out with the cost. They still cost different amounts, and I want to change that so all the units cost the same per level, so higher level units will cost more, but same level units will cost the same. Anyway, so far the unit levels will impact damage done, healing done, shield amount. They don't yet affect the health, which is something I want to add soon. I just really haven't gotten around to it, because things don't scale properly otherwise. They get really strong, but they're like glass cannons without the health scaling with levels. So I want to get that done. I also didn't get to the shop leveling this week, but it is relatively easy to do. I just need more time. And speaking of time management, you might have caught a little Easter egg. I spent some time this week fleshing out an idea for another video around routine and time management that I think is going to be very fun. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you can see that video. But that's all for today. I'm going to relax this weekend, play some games, maybe even get some yard work done if I can force myself to do that. But that's all I've got for game dev, I believe. I'll be back soon with another video, and I hope to see you there. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.